Hi. It took me a bit of time to continue with my videos because I'm still in the middle of some processes that I've started for myself. Mm, but I thought I just might as well mention the video that I made last week. Oh gosh, it seems like it was a year ago, not last week. Um, I was ranting a bit because I was really angry, and I actually I still am angry, uh, because some things really bother me, and I was mainly addressing some beliefs, false beliefs that I see that some of my clients, at least some of my clients that I talk to, still hold on to after the sessions. And basically these are actually these are actually the issues, the main issues that they should have been working on, the well, in the first place. But they have been shown through the sessions, but they haven't still yet understood properly. So yeah, this will maybe help somebody. Somebody might not understand what I'm trying to say. uh but anyways, I'm also really tired of some things. I'm not making anybody watch those videos. And just to make it clear, I'm not doing this because of the audience sake and because of marketing. I'm doing it because I've been told by my guidance and by my spirit I should be doing it. And I'm doing it because of raising of the awareness. And when I feel and when I'm told that I should stop, do it to do it, I will do it because I was not all too keen in doing it. So I'm not, uh, as I mentioned in one video, I'm not going to be anybody's clown. So you see me because the transmission that you get through me is stronger when you see me. But if you're bothered with what you see, or if you're or bothered because I move around a lot, don't look at the picture. I could make audio videos and I've been thinking about it, but the transmission that you get through me is uh, a bit different. So I really, when I try to get the message and when I channel and when I feel the energy that is going through me, it is physical to me and the energy is moving me, so I can't sit still. So if you're bothered because I'm not sit still, please go and watch somebody else's videos, because I'm giving you something here from my heart, and not for you to be judging me, or I don't know, whatever. Because I mean, I don't need to do this. And you could be just as well having a webinar with me and paying me for this. But I have a feeling I should do it for the people who are ready to receive the transmission that they get through me. So I'll stop doing it when I'm told. And I think that the format of this will be changing soon. So you won't be having any more lessons. So you might be having some transmissions in a different form. But as for lessons, you might just as well be having a webinar, and which will be for which will not be free of charge, and which will be in a different format with with whoever wants to be there. So yeah, that's one thing that I felt I should say. mm, because I mean, I don't do things randomly, in spite of what you might think, or even in spite of what I thought up until recently. I've been very much faced by the this physical reality. I've been shown, given confirmations by my guides, and I understood that nothing is random, and nothing I've done so far was random, although I thought it was random. And yeah, but that's another story. I will speak about that example, because I think it's because you all want confirmations after sessions. You all want something in physical reality. So that's why I'll speak about it, but not in this video. So speaking about that, uh, I still see that even a long time after my session, you have a different understanding of how this should work, and you don't understand the soul, and you still don't understand that you create your reality from the soul plane, from the soul level, not from physicality, not from 3D reality. You're still, after the session, trying to grab something out there and send something out there, which in reality is the other way around. I already spoke about it. It's the physical reality is the last part of reality, and it all starts there. Our agreements, and what are we going to experience, and why are we going to experience it, and it's usually for the um, purpose of learning, because we haven't understood some lesson, and we keep creating and recreating it from some beliefs or belief systems that we had in the past, and we still carry around until today. It's just covered and into something else. So that's one thing. And yeah, if I scratch myself here, or if I scratch myself here, that means I have a beam that is sending some transmissions at the moment. Sometimes it's an unpleasant feeling because there are other stuff around me, so I won't talk about it then. So just for peace sake, come on. Yeah, and speaking about those illusions, there is one thing that I want to address, which is the belief that uh, you cannot live in love. This is very common belief, and all of us have said it at some point in our lives, whether after we finished with some love relationship, or we're just about to start one, or I don't. We basically, most of us believe in this. A lot of women believe in it, but mostly men believe in it, and a lot of women who are functioning from their inner male are believing in it. But not it's not necessarily, but I'm speaking from what I've seen so far. So your belief that you cannot live in love is actually a false belief, because seeing from what from my clients, you love is the only thing that you actually live on. And not only that you live for, but you live from, you live on. Love is what creates life. It's not sex that creates life. You can have sex and you don't have to create life. And you can have sex without love. Love is what creates life. So not only, baby in your belly, but it creates everything. It sustains everything. It's a vibration. It's a different state, but it's a vibration in itself. And I feel it every time when we go to the upper planes, with to the soul plane with clients. And this is what our souls are consistent of. What we are clearing from our souls is everything that it is not love, that we have built against love, or we have put there through our false beliefs that we created through our lifetimes that we're living here, because of the stories that we lived or keep telling to ourselves. So you come to see me because the love is lacking in your life. I mean, love is lacking from this reality in general. I mean, maybe I'm overgeneralizing. So, I mean, I can, please don't be offended, but maybe there are lucky few who have it. But generally, look at this world. Love is lacking around. And I mean, there are wars, there are people starving. I mean, so much misunderstanding and so much conflict around. And where is love there? It's all from our mental minds. It's all from our egos. And even this belief is from our ego, because we are actually very afraid of love. Everybody is afraid of this vibration because it's new, because we have forgotten about it. And I know for sure that is not around here, because the vibration that is there in sessions that we feel when we go into upper planes is not around here in general. And if it is, you have to have a very good system to keep it going on. And because love removes all the blocks, love um, makes you work to clear yourself to be able to sustain it in and to handle this vibration that we are not used to. So no matter how we want love, everybody wants love. Clients come to me and cry because they're living in loveless lives, because they're in loveless marriages or relationships, because they are in jobs that they don't love anymore, or in general because they don't feel the love. And I don't think that there is anybody who actually doesn't love themselves. That's not from what I've seen. It's there is certain parts of us that we don't accept because we don't understand them, because we don't understand the choices that we made at that certain point and why we did it, and we judge ourselves and our choices at that certain time. And we have all done it, and even in this lifetime we find ourselves in situations where there is no love anymore in them, because we have been choosing from a certain point of our development at that moment. And we thought differently, and maybe that was love, and maybe that was a state that we recognized as love at that moment because we perceived love differently. And maybe love is something completely different. I mean, how many of us do really understand pure love? And when somebody really honestly offers you pure love, how do you react? Most of us just hit for the hills. And because we're so used to playing games, we play games with our own selves, not to mention with our other people. That it's common. Everybody, everybody's doing it because we have to prove something, because we have to prove our own value, or we think that we need to impress somebody, or maybe we are lacking trust, so we have to see what is this person all about, what's their hidden, so what's their agenda, before we really fully accept love. And well, I won't use the term surrender ourselves to love, but open ourselves to love, because we have been so busy building blocks against it, and uh, living in what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a bit hard for me to use some words in English that I'm having in mind. Um, we're so busy creating our everyday lives that we disconnect our everyday reality from love, what we think that love should be. So in that sense, we also disconnect ourselves from the spiritual world, because we keep thinking that our souls and spiritual world is somewhere out there, somewhere up there, when in reality it's inside all along. Everything is inside of you. And the love that we're speaking, it's not, it's also the vibration that we should connect to, that we should go back to. Because I mean, I just started saying that the games that we play, I mean, when somebody offers you love, what do? We, let's say, we don't call them for 3 days to see what they're gonna do, or then they don't call us for 3 days, or I don't know, we expect certain set of behavior because this is something that we are used to. And in the same sense, we keep searching and searching and searching, uh, looking on the outside, looking for somebody who is going to tell us something, give us something, a new method, a new technique, something that's going to be satisfying for us, that's going to give us answers that we are content with, that we can accept. that we want to accept. And all along, everything is on the inside. We have to turn and look on the inside. And how many of us really follow our hearts? Everything on the outside is a distraction. Yes, this is the reality that we create, but it's the distraction from turning inwards and asking, searching for everything you need on the inside and connecting to this vibration. Yes, it's hard because you need to clear up old stories, you need to clear up your, let's say, personal inventory, but not only personal, but collective inventory that you carry inside so that you can receive a new vibration that is actually you, to show that you that wants to come out, which is love in its pure essence. And when somebody offers you something like that, even if you do not respond in the same way, this is not something to be mocking or to be afraid of, because hey, maybe universe or God or goddess, whoever you want to call it, is sending you an unconditional love, which, by the way, unconditional love doesn't mean that somebody's going to put up with every shit that you can throw at them. It means that they still love you, but they will have boundaries for the behavior that is not acceptable for them, and you will know those boundaries. And yes, you can maybe hurt them more than somebody else, but that also means they won't be playing games. They will just, maybe at some point won't be there anymore, but that doesn't mean they won't feel the love for you, because it's love from soul is a completely different than love that comes from, let's say, our physical self, our psychological self. I won't say ego because that's not only ego, but let's say from our psyche. It's different than it comes when it comes from the soul, because soul has different reasons for connecting or disconnecting with somebody, for giving a certain lesson, for searching something, for allowing or not allowing something. And all of us, and my clients that come here to understand why the soul is uh, having certain circumstances in life. Why do they need this experience, this particular experience for them? And sometimes they don't understand everything during that session, but the information comes later. And this is why I said I will share some experiences that I had recently, and I'll make a separate video because I'm not in a proper vibration at the moment to do it. That's why I'm not doing it now. And so, if you want to understand the choices of your soul, you have to turn inwards, because those soul dimensions are not something that you will attain by looking on the outside and external distractions. Even the pattern that you keep repeating with somebody or with yourself is there for a certain reason, and the answer to it is inside. And you know, one of the other things, when clients come to see me, they think that they will go somewhere. I already mentioned this. We travel with our consciousness, but you explore your own dimensions, you explore your own energy, you explore your own soul. So in that sense, you don't go anywhere. Yes, we have received informations about galactic history and other planets and other beings and stuff, but that's all inside of your soul. You have it all inside of you. And even this person that you want is inside of you. And certain circumstances are there because you have to clear them up from your soul, especially if you're one soul. You have to clear them up before either coming together or creating something new, whatever that is, or breaking apart, because uh, you will be connected to the very person you say you hate until you're able to forgive, because forgiveness is what brings you freedom from the situation and from the pattern that you keep repeating. So this is why you keep having same actors in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And this um, doesn't mean that they are from your soul group. Sometimes these exact actors are keeping you away from your soul group, because you have to learn the lesson and you agreed with your soul that you will learn this lesson through these circumstances, because you have to clear the energy to be able to get together with your soul group and your soulmate, or twin flame, or whatever you want to call it, or because you both together by merging energies are clearing your soul so that you can draw down more energy. When you are incarnate, it's all about embodying this vibration, soul vibration. Sometimes it's not only in one person, sometimes it's not in two people, sometimes it's in more than one, sometimes it is only in one because all the others are discarnate. It's different for everybody. Some stories are similar, some are same, but it's generally different for everybody. But even if it's a group or two people or even one, won't be able to embody your soul unless you clear, because the energy will be pushing, the new energy will be pushing the old energy out, and you will be faced with all these stories, if not in a nice way, maybe in not so nice way, because you're forced to clear it, because you're forced to understand yourself and understand the choices that you made. And maybe it's not, maybe everything is not as simple and black and white as you thought. And it's a process, and that's why it takes time. And that's why you don't see the results tomorrow or day after or 3 months after, because it takes time and everybody is different and everybody is taking as much time as they need. So don't judge everybody by the same measurements, because we're all different. So that's one thing about love. And you don't live from love. You get sick and you go to therapy, whether psychological, spiritual, energetical, or physical, or you see a doctor and your body gets sick because there is no more love in your life. Maybe there was at some point, but there is no more. And then you don't know how to change your circumstances, or you think you shouldn't change them, or whatever it is that your mind is telling you, and then you don't. And this is how eventually even your body is telling you that there is something that you need to change, that love is not there anymore. And if you want more love, you have to clear yourself and open yourself more to be able to accept the love and become that vibration. And I believe that all these stories about goddess awakening is actually about love awakening. Yes, it's a feminine energy, but it's the heart energy. And we have all mostly disconnected from our hearts. And this is why I thought I should make this video, and this is why my rantings in the beginning and in the last video, because everything that you keep telling me, it doesn't have anything to do with love, while all along I'm doing this only and purely from love. I'm basically giving you something from my heart. And that's the only thing that should matter here. Because all these videos, when I decide that it's time that I should stop doing it, won't exist anymore because they have fulfilled their purpose. And that's all. So, this is from your mind, from your ego, where there is no love. It needs to think through, it needs to um, figure out how to get from point A to point B. It needs reassurance. It needs to understand. It needs blah blah blah. Yet we don't give up on ego, as I explained already. We expand it. We open it up. We love it in a way, if you want it, because we need it. But we follow our hearts. We are doing what our inner guidance, our inner compass, which is our heart, and heart is the only connection to the soul. So I won't be limited by my mind or anybody else's mind, and nobody is a boss of me except my higher guidance. So honestly, I won't be changing how I make these videos because some of you is bothered by watching them. Don't watch them. I'm giving my knowledge and my transmissions to those who will receive it through the heart. And that's all. And I won't stop doing them because somebody else feels intimidated and thinks that I shouldn't be exposing myself like this. And I know why I'm saying this. So there's no love there. And all I do, if there is no more love anymore in what I do, and if there is no more love from the other side, from the viewers, or whatever we do, I won't be doing it anymore. If I don't feel it with my heart, I won't be writing. If I don't feel it with my heart, I won't be doing sessions. If I don't feel it with my heart, I won't be making videos or whatever is it that I need to do. So just stay in your lane and think about yourself. Yeah. And that's one of the things. So to be able to receive these energies that are waking up and waking us all up, we have to connect our hearts and our minds. And this is the connecting of our inner male and our inner female, because this is male energy and this is the female energy. And the female energy was lacking, so this is why the women are awakening and goddess awakening. But it's basically love awakening. It's opening of the heart. It's heart-based energies and love energies that are coming back, that have been missing for so long. It doesn't mean that there were not people who were not like that. But in general, most of us don't function like this. We think we should follow our conditioning, our upbringing, what the society tells us, what our parents tell us. And I mean, even my colleagues, therapists, whether they're psychotherapists or regression therapists or I don't know, whichever, you all think you have to sedate somebody, whether that is with medication or energy work or something. You don't go, not only that you don't go to the cause, but you don't allow this person to be who they really are. And this is the only reason why they came to see you, because everybody else is not allowing them to be who they really are. So you don't need to socialize them. They are socialized. That's their problem. They need to be who they really are and show what they have inside in some way, in any way. And they came to see you to find that way. And again, about helping somebody, you constantly speak about you want to help, but when you're presented with somebody that needs help at that very second from you, you don't do it. because you think from here. You don't feel, you don't listen, and you don't grasp. You don't I don't know how to put this. You don't you don't see the full picture. You don't you're not ready to give yourself. When you do something like this, there's nothing about you. You're just a bridge. It's always about the client. So I have to, yeah, again, for my from the for therapists or whatever helping profession they are from, when you say to your client, you don't like yourself, you hate yourself, or when you are ready to come get out of that situation, come and see me. If they were ready, they wouldn't be in that situation and wouldn't be seeing you. They would be doing it on their own. And besides, when you say to somebody you hate you, how the hell do you know? This is something that, even if that's completely true, is something that you never ever say to somebody, because it's not your job to push somebody further down that line. You are there to help them get out of it and to help them understand if this is the exact feeling that they have, why do they have it, and why do they judge themselves about what happened, and for them to understand uh, what was the choice that created a certain set of circumstances that made them feel like this about themselves, even if that is the case. I don't know, maybe somebody needs to be pushed a bit, challenged a bit further and pushed a bit further, and connected more to that exact situation instead of being helped to get out of it. But honestly, I'd rather not be the trigger for something like that, because that kind of lesson always fires back, and I would not like to be on the receiving end of for something like that. So just think about what you're doing to people. That's not lack of expertise. That's lack of love on your end, and that's because you value yourself more than the client that came to see you. Uh, Not yourself, but your opinion. You have to be right, and you have to be the advisor. You have to tell them what to do, and they have to listen to you. They don't. They came there because they don't know how to listen to themselves anymore, and that's what you need to help them with. So I'm really just, I've been hearing all kinds of stories of what other people told this, and I've been so many times. I've been connected to a certain situation and a certain feeling that I wanted to get out from with these kind of insensitive people and sentences, and I just, oh, I wouldn't be minding at all to be in some sort of, I don't know, if I could create some sort of court for something like this, because this is something that any really university or um, lesson or lecture will teach you, because it's all about how much love you have inside of you. And this is something that is felt or not. Maybe some clients need something like that, I don't know. But yeah, eventually, when you need somebody who is going to show you love, so that lifts you up from the pit hole you are in, you will find somebody who will do exactly that. So that's one of the things. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm just watching, because I don't remember everything that I've mentioned in that video last time. But I'm really tired. And what was the another thing that I wanted to address? Yeah, I was. I was sending some message because I'm feeling some things in my channel, because I'm really, really sensitive, and I would like to just send to say something that, I've been doing this for myself for a really long time, and I've been working with people for a long time, and uh, I uh, I would just like, to place some boundaries for some people, uh, because um, I don't like it when I feel that somebody is asking tarot cards or wrong set of beings about me, especially when they're prying into my private life. And I have a very sensitive channel, and I dream about you, I feel you, and mostly I feel people who have certain intentions towards me and who connect to my channel, whether by um, in this manner or just by talking in different ways. So I basically see you and I feel you. So that's not okay. I never gave a permission to anybody for something like this. So it's okay if you ask somebody who's been to my sessions what's their experience with me. It's okay if you ask your guidance, your guide, if you know them, whether I'm a therapist for you, and what can you expect from me. And in that sense, it's even okay to ask about my connection to you, but it's not okay to ask about to pry, and especially it's not okay to try and infiltrate and create confusion, because I read all these energies, and I mean, it stopped a bit now from my last video, but I know exactly why I was saying this, because I could mention, I mean, I have a list of people that I could just call on now, and there are friends and other people who I also feel and sense, and that is something I don't mind. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who think that they have the right to make decisions instead of me, and who are basically creating interferences in my life. And I just basically know who all of them are because I do see them in my dreams. And it's just, nice warning, because you're not a boss of me, and you're not a boss of my soul. You're not a keeper of my soul. And I make my own decisions. I don't need anybody. I don't need to ask anybody. Who should I love? Who shouldn't love? Who should I like and dislike? And what should I do with myself? And what I am faithful, devoted to my path, and I'm devoted to my soul. I'm a very devoted person, and I know myself very well. I'm very self-aware, a lot more than you think. I just don't speak about it, all these things, and I don't poke people in the eye with it, because I think that you just don't do it. If somebody wants to learn from me, or wants a session or a consultation or something like that, you're welcome. But you're not welcome to create interferences in my life and decide for me because you have certain intentions, this or that kind, with me or about me. I'm doing this, like I mentioned, because I am told by my guidance I should do it, not to create a public hype, or because I need a stage. And honestly, this is one of the side effects of it, because of why I didn't wanted to do it. And there are still two people that haven't quite understood my message. So I'm just really warning you nicely to stop doing that, because it's you've really gone too far. and one of them is for my branch. So yeah, that I have a specific reason for saying this. So yeah, that's, I'm a grown up person, and I have the right to lead my practice any way I want it to, and to speak my mind, and to love or not to love, to be or not to be with anybody, with whomever I want. I'm not 5 years old, because if I'm doing what I'm doing with you, and if I have dreams about my clients and their processes, and I receive information about you, what do you think, that I didn't sit down and discuss with my guidance things about myself? That I didn't search for answers? That I didn't check and rechecked and had multiple sessions on things that are my own issues, and about, I don't know, people, guidance, and whatever is it that I need to do next in my life. So this is the exact reason why I know about certain things, and my own very tuned in channel. So just, but hey, if more than 6 people is needed to keep me under control, then thank you for showing me what I'm really capable of and who I really am. But anyways, just get out of my channel, like ASAP. So I guess, yeah, maybe this video stays, maybe it doesn't, but this is something that I really, really needed to say, because it's high time we stopped lying to ourselves, and transcend the illusion, because this is why you come to see me. You come to see me because you need change, because love is lacking in your life. And it's just that you don't want to admit it to yourself this or that way. You're not me. You just go to any kind of thing that you do because you need change, and you're missing love, and because you want to grab your own freedom and set yourself free with this love that will be coming back in your life and your reality. So yeah, maybe this could have sounded a bit different, but I'm just really I'm just very very tired with some things that I'm doing for myself. So yeah, so thank you for having patience with me and watching my channel, and thank you for coming to my sessions and choosing me as your therapist repeatedly, especially to some people who have been doing that. And yeah, if you want to know more, come and see me. Bye.